I just think how y'all even look at the game is whack. Playoff success, like you factor in team success when you talking about players. I just think how y'all consume the game is trash. Like, are you good or not?
I agree.
I mean, some things could be that simple. Are you just good or not? I mean, a lot of people have seen it for a long time, brother.
No.
And it's okay. These lists don't really mean nothing anyway.
Yes, they do.
So why are you getting so upset
yes,
about
they
it?
do. Yes, they do.
And as soon as he said, why are you getting upset about him? My response was, so people don't know, I think that people are being inconsistent for you. I think they're favoring, their inconsistency favors you more than a lot of other players. And his response was, I think that you also be inconsistent. And so then I asked him, name me the time in which I was inconsistent, and he couldn't name it. And so
I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into that.
I'm not going to get into it. So then, all right, cool. But then that's the part that they cut out. However, especially y'all here on PC, y'all know I agree with him. I think that the concept of like I'm assessing a player based off of playoff success doesn't make any sense. I think that's a bad way to talk about basketball, which is the reason why I still have Giannis over him, and Giannis got knocked out in the first round.
That's what he do though. Hold on, Lo. But see, that's the problem. Hell no, F that. We don't agree with you, sucker. That's what that's his excuse. That's his excuse for all the stuff he doing. So when he do fail, he can still come back and say, hey, well, I'm still a great. That don't mean I ain't great. No. You can't come out here, pick and choose who you want to play with when everybody else ain't got that same amenity. And I'm talking about, bro, you stacking decks on top of decks. Then you losing, then you getting smoked, and you playing bad. You gonna tell Lo, I was just missing shots. No, nobody want to hear that. What was that same energy at when Draymond was breathing down your throat on the sideline and you ran out of Golden State? What was that same energy when Russell Westbrook was taking the ball in the clutch and refusing to give it to you in OKC and ran you out of OKC? And we still don't know why you left OKC, but you gonna sit up here and tell everybody we don't respect Russ's and what Russ brings to the game. You didn't respect what Russ brought to the game because you left him high and dry. These is facts. Why did you leave Brooklyn? They gave you everything you want. Why did you go to Brooklyn and trade all those pieces to go get James Harden, who turned his back on you, left at the quickest moment he could, and went to Philly? Then, sir, why, when it all blew up in your face, did you come back and say, oh, well, the only reason why they're going to talk about we winning is because I'm on the team? You traded all the other guys they had. So that's your fault. So you torpedoed the Brooklyn Nets, you and Kyrie, then you left. Why? And then you didn't just leave in any situation. No, you left to a hand-picked situation like you always do. You went right over there. And listen, and you know what? As much as I get on LeBron James, man, I got to keep this real, bro. As much as I get on LeBron, bro, I have seen LeBron take bad teams to the finals before. Why KD don't want that challenge? Why he ran for that challenge in Brooklyn? Why he ran for that challenge in Brooklyn? What was that team in 18 that LeBron took to the finals? Who was on that squad? It was him. A young Jordan Clarkson before we even seen him with Utah, Jeff Green. Who else on that team?
Kyle Korver.
Come on, bro.
George Hill at the 1.
Right.
J.R. Smith at the 2.
Right.
James at the 3.
Right.
Kevin Love. I'm sorry, Tristan Thompson at the 4 and Kevin Love at the 5.
What you think KD would have did with that situation? The same thing he just did. That run, he get smoked and run. And this is the type of stuff he gonna talk about. He don't like the narratives we push. No, we don't like what you do.
We don't
like that.
My issue, Lo, is that he's a walking contradiction. Like, you want us to love you, and you want us to love you unconditionally, and then when you turn around and you do stuff that you know for a fact is foul. So, for example, playing for the Golden State Warriors, that was a sucker move, considering how they beat you guys, considering how they beat you and how you had them in the chokehold and you let them up. That was foul for you to go jump on that crew. And then for you to turn around and you want us to talk about you after you left them. After you left them, you want us to talk about you like we talk about James, like we talk about Jordan, like we talk about Jabbar, like we talk about all the all-time greats. You want us to still talk about you like that. When in the end, the thing that you said to Lo about measuring team success, that's the reason why you left Oklahoma City. You left Oklahoma City because of your inconsistent team success and because of what they were doing in Golden State, which is another contradiction, because why would you leave Golden State? That's what you went over there in the first place for.
Chill. But don't leave it right there. See, this is how bad KD is. Then you go to Golden State after you praise how you love the way you saw them play basketball, and you shit it all over Steve Kerr. You ended up having a problem with the coach over there, Steve Kerr. Said you ain't like how he was coaching the team and all this other stuff. Bro, like I said, man, it's always an issue with this dude. I told y'all, getting coaches fired. He right there too. Everywhere this dude go, a coach, somehow he get into it with a coach or a coach getting fired. How you immediately go to a team with a coach that took a team to an NBA Finals 2 years before? Hey, that was the only coach since D'Antoni that the Suns seen success with. And as soon as you step on board, he fired instantly.
Is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong with being outside the top 5 anyway though? Like
no.
What's wrong? What's wrong with not being top 5?
No. Bob.
He didn't have a problem with that though.
You're right, Bob. You're right.
Okay. I didn't see every second. I didn't see the whole thing. So.
Yeah, Low gave him his top 5, and he left.
KD said it was a nice 5.
No. He don't think it. No, he don't think it's a nice 5.
I'm gonna say, do you think he thinks that?
Hell no, nigga. That's why you not doing it.
I think KD probably thinks he's the best player in the world.
100% he does, Mars. Mars, 100%
I think that's what you have to think.
Yes.
He's been waiting on Low.
I think he doesn't care about if you're gonna have.
He does care, dog.
No, I think KD thinks he's number 1. I don't think he cares if we don't have him top 5.
I mean, KD might be top 5 though.
Hold on for a second. Ticket. Mars, say that one more time. What you just said.
I think KD thinks he's the best. I don't think he cares if we think he's the best.
No, he cares.
Why pull up on Low then?
Right.
Because the same reason why the other people pull up on Low. They want to hear people. Kevin, I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I can.
Yes,
you guys put these athletes as if they're Jesus Christ. They are human beings who happen to be really good at basketball. Kevin Durant can be on Twitter, just like Dub can be on Twitter, just like I can be on Twitter. Him joining the space, he might just want to hear why Kevin Durant is not top 5, the same way everyone else in that space wanted to hear why Kevin Durant is not top 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a regular human being on social media, but because he's great at basketball, all of a sudden it's, he's emotional, he's soft, he shouldn't care. He just wants to hear why KD is not top 5. That's what it is.
That logic doesn't work, Mars, because we're specifically, here's the difference, Mars. The difference with us is we don't have anything invested in this. We're specifically talking about him. So because we're specifically talking about him, that's why he pulled up.
He wants to hear what people have to say
about him.
It doesn't mean was he trying to change your mind about him being top 5? Was he trying to convince you?
He wasn't trying to, but he does think that I have like a vendetta against him. So I specifically with me,
I'm a LeBron James fan, Lo. He hit me and told me I'm a LeBron fan, Lo. This is how bad KD is, man.
Hold on, and Mars. If KD's willing to be on the Twitter space, yo, chat, we got to get him on the show to talk about this as well, man. Like,
add him right now.
This is y'all dragging. This is y'all.
Chat, we need y'all to tweet KD to come on the show because our good brother here, Low, and I don't think it's KD's like manipulating. I just think people are just nasty, and they did him wrong about him getting cooked. So we need KD on the show to come on the home playing field.
Chat.
I'm setting the building on fire. KD did this, bro. KD did this. And I'm telling, hold on, I'm gonna tell you, just like he do everything else, just like he ran CP3 out of Phoenix, just like he ran Monty Williams out of Phoenix, just like he ran all them other dudes out of Brooklyn when he went and traded for James Harden, just like he ran from the Golden State Warriors, just like he ran from the OKC Thunder. It's KD, bro. It's Kevin Durant. He throws stones and hide his hand. The same dude, listen, if he would have never got caught, he'd have still been doing this shit to Low, but on a burner account. And now all of a sudden, because he got caught, nigga wants to take his chest out. Man, get the hell out of here, man. He been doing this. And I know for a fact he been sitting and waiting to get on Low. He been waiting to pull up on Low because he seen what Low been saying about him on here. He already came at me the wrong way. Nigga talking about I'm a LeBron fan. I said, nigga, you don't even know me like that. Because if you knew me, nigga, you would know I don't like LeBron James. So sit down. That's why I know this is about LeBron. Because he said that to me, and I have the message where he hit me and told me that shit. These is facts. So, like I said before, the nigga need to stop capping, man. No. Ain't nobody going for that shit, bro. The bottom line is, man, this man out here, he want the praise, he want the accolades and all this. He want us to, because if we was doing that, he wouldn't bother us. All he do is go all day long on Twitter to Twitter, finding people that's talking shit about him and trying to clap back. He found an opportunity to come at Low because he seen that Low was getting a lot of people was listening to Low, and that shit that Low said the other day went viral when Low was cooking his ass. That's why when he seen Low in the spaces and somebody told him that Low was up, he wanted to pull up.
Join way,